Standard Bank Young Artist Awards that are given in 6 categories this year for 2013 are really quite a defining moment in our local culture over here, because they really sum up the careers of a set of young people up to this point. And what they do is they look forward to the year ahead, which is going to be characterized by the National Arts Festival. This evening we look at, or we speak to, 5 of the 6 recipients. We are now with Marisa Bandia. She has won the Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Visual Arts, and we're very privileged to be with her. She has made her mark all over the city. Her fictitious character reflected upon herself and her life. Sophie is so much a part of our lives that honestly we feel that your story and our story have almost coincided. So what's going to happen next to Sophie now that she's won this award?
She's gonna go away. I feel like she has told all the stories that I wanted her to tell. I'm just gonna put her in a box and tell new stories, because in that way she's very special to me, and I don't want her stories to go stale. So that's why it's important for her to make a beautiful exit.
Something that really makes me curious is what defines South African jazz, if anything, and since people talk about like a South African jazz form, they break it into Cape jazz and other forms. You know, do we really have this distinctive voice, or is it just something that we believe exists?
It does exist. I mean, you can look at it theoretically and analyze the harmony and melodic structures of people like Abdullah Ibrahim and Zim Ngwana and artists like that, and root that back to where those things came from, and it is a distinctly South African sound. That's why often when you listen to those artists, you instantly know it's either them or that it is South African jazz. And it just came out of the different environments we had. It came out of gospel music, and it came out of the music that the guys were hearing from America, and traditional music from South Africa, traditional vocal music, all of that. And that merged. It essentially, to me, it was kind of the same environment that formed the blues in America, formed what is known as South African jazz. And it was quite a natural process that happened out of people being in the environments and taking from the different places they'd come to and forming this new style of music.
What do you think defines South African dance against dance elsewhere in the world?
Originality. We have originality, and we have a lot of honest stories to tell. That's what I can tell you, because wherever I've been, they dance beautifully, but sometimes I feel they lack originality and honesty, because sometimes we tend to do things for people. But here in South Africa, it's been originality and honesty to our work.
So what should theatre be saying to South Africans now, if you can encapsulate it in one thought or an idea?
I can say one thing theatre can say now is we're somewhere, and the future is bright. We just have to be very honest, and also, you know, don't really compare ourselves with countries that got independent many years ago. You know, we just got, you know, freedom in 1994, you know, so it's still early. So with theatre now, what we can say is just, you know, we're somewhere, we're going somewhere, and just be optimistic.
Given that the content of your work is about play, what are you saying about the way human beings relate to each other in public space?
Well, I think I use play, I just speak from personal experiences, that I use play as a tool to interact with people in an accessible way. So if I went to them and said, hi guys, let's make a performance art piece, they'd probably run a mile. So if I say to them, hi guys, this is what I've got to bring, why don't we try and create something together, or play together, try and create a game maybe, or something that is accessible, not as performance art, but something that is more accessible as play. Everyone knows how to play, it's embedded within us since childhood. I think we've just forgotten how to play, actually. So, and there's many different forms of play. So I use play as a tool to interact with people on a more accessible plane and then see what we can do together through that.